Hello, everybody. I am MLGAnakin, and this is the Swiss format for Valorant noobs. So, what is Swiss? Swiss is a replacement for the group stage of a tournament. At the top, you can see a regular group stage, 4 teams in it, and the top two advance to the playoffs. What Swiss is it's one giant group that every single team in the tournament plays in. So, how would that work? So in round one, obviously everybody is 0-0, so everybody plays. At the beginning of round two, half of the teams will be 1-0 and the other half will be 0-1. You play somebody with the same score. So going down the line, round three, all the teams that are 2-0 will play the other teams that are 2-0. Same with round 4 and 5. All the teams that are 3-0 and 4-0 at that point will play each other. The table is right there if you want to take a look. So, after a set amount of rounds, for Valorant, we will probably use 4 to 6 rounds depending on the number of teams. You can now see what ranking every team is, and you can cut to top 8 or top 16 playoffs. The tiebreakers are gauged by how many rounds you've won versus how many rounds your opponents have won. The long story short is if you lose round one, you'll have a lot harder of a time getting into the top 8. But if you lose later in the tournament, say round 3, round 4, round 5, against other good teams, you have a better chance of making it in. Battlefy has an algorithm for this that they use for lots of other tournaments out there. So in this bracket beside, I did one with 72 teams. So usually a tournament cuts to the top 8 for playoffs. So we can see here the undefeated teams make it plus a few 4-1s with good tiebreakers. Should it cut to the top 16, we can see all of the 4-1s make it and a couple lucky 3-2s. This is just a mock bracket to show a small idea of what kind of a score is needed to make playoffs if you have, say, 72 teams in a tournament. Usually, teams drop after 2 losses, but sometimes the X and 2s stay in for practice, even though they know they cannot make top 8. Swiss also gives you the opportunity of adding not just top 8 and 16, but things like top 6 and top 10, because you can clearly see where each team is in the standings after a set amount of time. So you can reward teams that went undefeated or had very high scores throughout the Swiss for a free pass to the quarterfinals or even the semifinals. Here are a few examples of what it would be like for a top 6, a top 8, or a top 10. Okay, that's going to be it. That was just a quick breakdown of how the Swiss format is going to work for some upcoming tournaments. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment or message me, and I will get you an answer. But yeah, I'm MLGAnakin, and have a good day.